The Ontario Federation of Anglers and Hunters proudly presents Angler and Hunter Television. Brought to you by Canadian Tire, Boris Optics, Mercury Marine, and Lund Boats, Yamaha ATVs, Browning Ammunition, Browning Firearms, Suffix Fishing Line, Rapala, Camillus Knives and Cuda Tools, Yukon Gear, Killer Instinct Crossbows, and Outfitter Financial.
Turkey hunting has fast become one of the most popular choices for Ontario hunters, with the spring season being over a month long and an abundant population of birds. Sitting on a field edge or tucked back in some hardwoods can certainly make for some enjoyable hunts.
It makes getting out of bed at 3 in the morning worth it if you get one.
But let's just say you have only one weekend, or maybe 2 or 3 days max that you can get out. Chances are you're going to want to put the odds in your favor. Scouting is a big part of how I set up my turkey hunts, and by scouting, I don't mean going out the day before the hunt to look for birds. Scouting is a 365-day-a-year thing. Whether I'm out for a ride on the Yamaha or sitting in a tree stand on a whitetail hunt, if I see turkeys, I make a point of watching them.
So we're watching a couple jakes getting ready to roost. And August has got the binoculars up, and a deer comes out, and now a second deer's come out. I see the turkeys in behind me. I see the turkeys. So we're not gonna leave until everybody's gone. That doe's coming right at us.
Learning where they roost is the most important part of spring setups for me. In fact, the birds I'm going to be set up for this hunt were birds I spotted while crow hunting midwinter the year before.
What does the OFAH do? Since 1928, the OFAH has been the voice of anglers and hunters in Ontario. Its members raise funds and work in communities to support the traditions of fishing, hunting, and trapping. Let's take a look at how the OFAH is making a difference.
Hi, I'm August Miller. I'm here with Brooke Schreier, and he is the Assistant Coordinator for the Invading Species Awareness Program at the OFAH. So what is an invading species?
So invasive species are plants, animals, and other organisms that did not originate in North America, but were introduced outside of their historical range. And now that they're here, they're having negative consequences on our environment, our economy, or our society, including human health.
So are they dangerous?
They certainly can be. Most invasive species are more so dangerous to the environment and sometimes the economy. In terms of being dangerous, you can think of species like the silver carp, which is one of the 4 species of Asian carps. Then if you've seen videos online, those are the fish that when they're startled in the water will actually leap out of the water and can cause severe damage to your watercraft or even your person. There's videos online of people being smacked in the face by the fish. So in that circumstance, that would be considered dangerous.
I'd knock my hat off.
So how can we stop invading species from spreading?
So the main thing that we try to push with Ontario's public is becoming aware of the issue. So learning how to identify invasive species is the first key to preventing their spread. And the other important part is trying to prevent the introduction of new invasive species. So becoming aware of what's up and coming so that if you see it, you can report it, and then we can catch it early, and then we can do what's called early detection and rapid response. And the way that people can report to us is by calling the invading species hotline, which is 1-800-563-7711, or they can report online at www.eddmaps.org.
It's never been more important for youth to get involved and support Ontario's fish and wildlife, carrying on the tradition of fishing, hunting, and trapping through conservation.
This portion of Angler and Hunter Television is brought to you by Yamaha ATVs.
I find turkeys will often have at least 2 regular roosting sites, based on weather, predators, and food sources. And knowing where the birds roost automatically takes the guesswork out of where to set up. And it gives me the opportunity to put up blinds as close as possible to the roost well before the season opens. Casual days spent calling and trying to fool a tom are what turkey hunting's all about. Having hens on the ground always makes hunting a roost more difficult. Toms will often focus all their attention on keeping a few hens grouped together and completely ignore your calls.
And he's going to walk right out of my life. I guarantee it. It's amazing, huh? There's no rule book on turkeys, and I've had them charge in, I've had them come in quiet, I've had them fight each other. Today, now he's on a mission now. He's decided he wants to chase one hen and he's going after her. It'd be great if that hen walked right down this field edge, back in front of me and brought him with her. Is that a possibility? I don't think so. See something. Just that one hen she's looking at. Oh, it's a deer. That's pretty cool. It's probably the other doe. This doe looks pregnant. She's really fat. Cardinals, I got raccoons, deer, everybody, crow, everybody's in the field but the tom. And I haven't heard him in 20 minutes. Oh, here comes the deer back again. Come on, where did you go, Mr. Gobbles? Lost all hope. A lot of times they'll just troll the same sort of fence line or tree line. They don't go too far usually. Maybe 300 or 400 yards, or maybe around like a 10 or 20 acre sort of plot. They usually roost in the same tree every night, so they're not too far away. I don't know. What do I know? I just call until one comes out and then I try and shoot it. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. Unless this camera comes back on, this day's over.
This portion of Angler and Hunter Television is brought to you by Minn Kota and Humminbird.
My setups are usually less than 50 yards from roosts, so sneaking in quietly with no lights and no talking is a must.
Okay, here we go. I got turkeys everywhere. There's turkeys a mile away from here. There's turkeys He's right behind me.
Stealth is the key. And, well, getting out of bed at 3 a.m. But when you only have a few days to put a tom on the ground, there's no better way to get action.
I came out last night and scouted, and I'm going to say 5 to 7 turkeys roosted right behind my blind. So, and I'm hearing lots of turkeys far off, so it's going to be a good morning. There's lots of activity. We're going to have the sun on our face again, unfortunately, but that's what you got to do. Set up where you can and hope for the best. Anyway, I'm going to shut everything off. Open the windows here. It's starting to break. And the gobblers are going crazy, so fingers crossed we make the Maxes 2 bark this morning. This is incredible. The sun is just breaking the horizon. I got 2 toms in the field. That's pretty early. It's like just legal light out there. Let's see if I can get him. This easy yelper. This is August. It's cold. It's easy to use. I'm never using this. I'm going to resort to using it, obviously. No, he's going into the long grass. Man, oh man. So one of the birds I've lost sight of. The second bird that came down is a real big tom. And he's sort of skirting the edge, I think. The cornfield on the other side of the river there is where the birds all went. I think I got this guy's attention.
Although there are times when a tom will rush out and challenge a decoy setup, it's usually not the norm, and will take some persuading to get him to ignore the other birds.
Come on this way, big fella. Sunday morning turkey. He's coming. Time to start thinking about this happening. Oh yeah, this guy's coming. I'm not gonna count my turkeys before they hatch, but that's enough calling. I'll keep the browning up. He's in range right now. goes the dynamite. Woo! Flatten him. Big Tom down. Early mornings. Get yourself some of that at Clean Tire because you just saw what happened. I don't know, probably 35 yards, 30 yards. Boom. Cleaned. Oh, it's like a saga that just came to an end. Beautiful morning. Unbelievable, man. Pretty happy with this, I tell you. That's my second turkey with that Maxus 2, and what a beautiful shotgun. Beautiful.
The Hunting Edge is brought to you by Browning Ammunition.
To get the edge over the turkeys, I used a pair of Burr's drop-time binoculars to spot roosting birds. My Yamaha Kodiak 450 got me and my gear in and out of the field. I used a Browning Maxus 2 12-gauge loaded with Browning's BXD 3-inch No. 5 turkey load. And of course, Yukon gear kept me warm and comfortable, and a Camillus knife and game shears made for easy dressing of my bird.
Big Tom down. Can't say enough. Right there. That Browning BXD. Proof is right in front of you. No, I'm gonna just do this quick. Punch my tag so I can just get out there and celebrate and look at that bird. Can you tell I'm excited? I can't figure out which thing to open. Trusty tag punch. Yay. Okay, so my tag's punched. I'm ready to go get my bird. Let's go get our hands on that critter. Okay. Oh yeah, he's done. Wow, what an old warrior. Nice spurs, 3/4 of an inch, big, fat, heavy spurs. Old gray beard on him. Look at that. Headshot. That's fantastic. My God. Couldn't be happier right now. Man. That is a beauty gobbler. So there you go. Incredible. And just remember, if you're in Ontario and you're a turkey hunter and you're enjoying harvesting birds just like this and spending time in the woods, make sure you support the Ontario Federation of Anglers and Hunters, and better yet, become a member. Because without us, you couldn't do this.
What a great couple of days. And to be under the roost up close with those birds is what makes it all worthwhile to me. That and of course, dropping a big old longbeard with my Browning.
Boom! Goes the dynamite. Woo! Flatten him. Big Tom down. Boom. Cleaned. Woo! Awesome.
Closed captioning of Angler and Hunter Television is brought to you in part by Ontario Out of Doors Magazine. Angler and Hunter Television has been brought to you by Canadian Tire, Mercury Marine, and Lund Boats, Yamaha ATVs, Browning Firearms and Ammunition, Suffix Fishing Line, Rapala, Camillus Knives and Cuda Tools, Yukon Gear, Killer Instinct Crossbows, and Outfitter Financial. For more information on the products used in this episode of Angler and Hunter Television, visit AHTV.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Remember, conserve and protect our great outdoors.